Writing is deeply personal, and for many, it's as much an emotional journey as it is a creative one. We pour our ideas, dreams, fears, and sometimes even our souls onto the page. But for every person who sits down to write, a handful of self-defeating thoughts are waiting to cast shadows on the process. Some writers struggle with crippling perfectionism, others with endless self-doubt or procrastination masked as waiting for inspiration. These mindsets can block creativity, steal our joy, and turn writing into an agonizing chore instead of a fulfilling craft. The good news? By understanding and challenging these mental barriers, we can reclaim the joy and growth that come with writing. In this video, we'll explore 10 common ways of thinking that will make you a bad writer and how you can transform these thoughts into stepping stones for progress. 1. I need to be perfect. When we start writing with the idea that our first draft has to be flawless, we freeze up. Every word feels scrutinized, every sentence harshly judged before it even has a chance to bloom. Perfectionism can be paralyzing, robbing you of the freedom to explore ideas and get messy on the page. Why it's harmful? This mindset can stop you from writing altogether, since no sentence ever seems good enough to stay. You might end up over-editing each line before you've even fully formed your thoughts, leading to exhaustion and loss of interest. A healthier approach. Give yourself permission to draft ugly. Think of your first draft as a raw material rather than a polished product. When you let go of the need to be perfect, you'll find yourself more open to experimenting and discovering ideas you didn't even know you had.
Hi and welcome in our channel Alive Inc. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe for our future videos, and thank you very much in advance.
2. Real writers never struggle. There's a common myth that true writers write effortlessly. Maybe you picture successful authors with fingers flying across the keyboard, spilling gold onto the page with ease. This illusion creates unfair comparisons, especially for new writers who start to question their abilities every time they hit a rough patch. Why it's harmful? When you believe that only a bad writers struggle, it becomes easy to lose confidence the moment you face writer's block or frustration. You may be tempted to give up, thinking you don't have what it takes. A healthier approach. Remember, even best-selling authors wrestle with self-doubt, messy drafts, and rough patches. Every writer struggles at times. Instead of judging yourself, embrace the struggle as part of the process. Writing isn't about perfection, it's about perseverance. 3. I have to write every day to be successful. The idea that writing daily is the only way to be a serious writer is pervasive, especially online. There are many advocates of the daily writing habit, but it's not a one-size-fits-all rule. Life gets in the way, and sometimes other priorities have to come first. Why it's harmful? If you miss a day or more, you might start to feel guilty or doubt your commitment. This guilt can spiral into shame, leading you to write less, not more. A healthier approach. Instead of aiming for a perfect daily streak, find a rhythm that works for you. This might mean 3 times a week, one long weekend session, or bursts of focused writing every now and then. Writing isn't about rigidity, it's about creating a sustainable practice. 4. Feedback means I'm a bad writer. Receiving constructive criticism is challenging, especially when you've poured your heart into a piece. Many writers interpret feedback as an attack on their abilities, which makes them hesitant to share their work with others. But feedback is essential to growth. Why it's harmful? Avoiding feedback can stifle your improvement as a writer. Without outside perspectives, it's difficult to see where your work could be stronger, clearer, or more engaging. A healthier approach. View feedback as an opportunity, not a judgment. Understand that the goal of feedback is to help your work shine, not to criticize you as a person. Every successful writer has faced rejection and critique. Embrace feedback as a powerful tool that can elevate your writing. 5. If I haven't published yet, I'm not a real writer. Many aspiring writers struggle with validation. If their name isn't in print, or if they're unpublished, they feel like imposters in the world of real writers. This mindset is damaging because it ties self-worth to external success rather than the love of writing itself. Why it's harmful? Believing that publication defines you as a writer can lead to burnout, especially if the journey to publication is long. It can also make you forget the reasons you started writing in the first place. A healthier approach. Writing itself is the goal. If you sit down, get words on the page, and create, you're a writer. Publication is a milestone, not a definition. Focus on the joy of storytelling, and let success be a bonus, not the goal. 6. I need to wait for inspiration. The romanticized notion of the muse, that fleeting inspiration, can trick us into thinking that writing should be effortless when inspiration strikes. While waiting for the perfect idea, though, weeks or even months can slip by without a word written. Why it's harmful? Waiting for inspiration is the enemy of productivity. Instead of building a steady writing habit, you end up writing sporadically, which can make it difficult to see projects through to the end. A healthier approach. Set a schedule and show up consistently, even when inspiration feels distant. Some of the best ideas emerge during the act of writing, not before it. Make inspiration a guest, not the host of your writing process. 7. I should only write what's popular. It's tempting to chase trends, especially if you're aiming to publish. Maybe you notice that romance or dystopian novels are on the rise, so you set aside your love for mystery or sci-fi to follow the crowd. But forcing yourself into a genre or style you don't enjoy is a recipe for frustration. Why it's harmful. When you write only for the market, you lose authenticity, and readers can sense it. Writing becomes a chore rather than a passion, and your work may lack the emotional depth that makes a story engaging. A healthier approach. Follow your own curiosity. The best stories come from writers who are genuinely invested in their work. Trust that your passion and unique voice will resonate with the right audience, no matter the trends. 8. If I can't write well, I shouldn't write at all. This all-or-nothing mindset keeps many people from even starting. The fear of writing something mediocre can be paralyzing, but the only way to improve is through consistent practice. Why it's harmful. By expecting brilliance in every line, you might stop yourself before you've even begun. No one writes perfectly in the first draft, and the expectation of perfection kills creativity. A healthier approach. Writing is a skill, not an inherent gift. The more you write, the better you'll become. Think of every sentence as practice. Focus on progress, not perfection, and give yourself the freedom to be a learner. 9. Writing is easy. It shouldn't be this hard. The myth of effortless writing can make you question your abilities the moment you hit a challenging spot. But writing is demanding work. Crafting complex stories, fleshed out characters, and authentic dialogue is hard for everyone. Why it's harmful. When you believe that writing should be easy, you're more likely to quit when things get tough. You may even begin to think you lack talent because it doesn't come naturally. A healthier approach. Writing is like any other craft. It takes time, practice, and patience. Struggle doesn't mean failure. It means you're pushing yourself to grow. Embrace the difficulty and remember that persistence is what separates hobbyists from professionals. 10. I shouldn't write what makes me uncomfortable. Stories that push boundaries, delve into challenging emotions, or explore controversial topics can be intimidating to write. The fear of judgment or vulnerability can lead some writers to avoid their most powerful ideas. Why it's harmful. When you avoid difficult subjects, you limit your creativity. Stories that feel risky often connect the deepest with readers because they're honest, raw, and real. A healthier approach. Dare to be uncomfortable. Write the stories that scare you, the ones that make you feel vulnerable. Leaning into discomfort can lead to profound insights and a deeper connection with your readers. Conclusion. Recognizing and challenging these mindsets is a journey. Writing is more than just putting words on a page. It's an act of courage, persistence, and self-reflection. By reshaping these beliefs, you can move from a place of self-doubt to one of empowerment. The most important thing? Keep showing up. Transform self-doubt into resilience, and turn mistakes into lessons. Shift your perspective, and watch how your writing and your enjoyment of it transforms. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you all in the next video.